Likely built before 1970, the average public school in our nation is roughly 42 years old. Studies have shown that you will likely find 4 times as many occupants per square foot in old school sites compared to most office buildings. It's also no secret that the physical conditions of schools have a huge impact on the educational process. And while learning is a complex activity, it's the classroom, and most specifically, the classroom teacher, that separates the paths of failure and success.
I remember how I felt in the classroom. And that is a feeling that I'm hoping that all of these children feel.
Since 1976, Mission Elementary first grade teacher Rahn Decker has seen her fair share of school buildings. As a longtime educator, she knows full well that a successful classroom environment must be all-encompassing and filled with joy and high expectations.
So let's talk about this problem.
We can't just focus on the academics. We have to work with the entire child to help them become what we want them to be.
How did you know to?
The inspiration to do what she has done so well for more than 3 decades came from her very own favorite teacher.
I absolutely adored my second grade teacher, Miss Nicholas. She was just enchanting.
And the lessons Rahn learned as a child continue to be revisited today in her own classroom in her own unique ways.
I can remember I would watch my teachers, even as a child, and I would think, oh, you shouldn't have done that. Or that was a really good idea.
For Rahn, creating successful learners means differentiating and understanding each individual child, as opposed to a universal approach to classroom instruction.
What equation did you write?
19 equals 9 equals.
Well, one size can't fit all because they're all very different. And I have to meet the children where they are. If they aren't quite at grade level, I need to begin where they are and help accelerate them forward. If they're above grade level, I need to help them continue on that successful path.
Did she have left? She had 10 left.
For Mission Principal Glenda Cuevas, it's Rahn's willingness to specifically target individual needs that makes her such a highly effective teacher.
With her is, I know the student, and I really think I can help that student succeed. And that is dedication. When I go to her classroom, I see students that are happy, that are responsible learners.
As Rahn sees it, it's not rocket science. The formula is simple. Create an environment that fosters success.
Show me where you did that on your paper.
They have the potential to excel, and we just need to offer them a classroom experience that matches what they need to be able to do that.
Just as she did when Mission Elementary relocated this past year to the old Pacifica site, waiting on the renovations of its own 60-year-old facility.
When we came here to this site, I spent probably 3 weeks setting this room up. And someone said to me, but Ron, you're only going to be there for a year. And my answer was, well, but these children only have 1 year in first grade. And so I need to create the classroom that I know works for them.
Mission third grade teacher Luz Miller credits what she calls Rahn's purposeful and established classroom management skills as yet another huge reason for her success.
Her expertise in management is what everybody wants to be able to do. It's just that she established procedures so well from the beginning. I mean, she's someone that takes her time at the beginning of the year.
For Rahn, it's all about engagement, modeling expectations, and what she likes to call divided attention.
You can't assume that they know how to behave. And every aspect of what you want from them needs to be explained and modeled and rehearsed until it becomes second nature to them.
Rahn's 3+ decades of experience has helped her become the go-to mentor for a number of teachers, both inside and outside the district. And that mentor title even works for former Teacher of the Year, Luz Miller.
Having received such a wonderful award doesn't mean, okay, I'm done. This is it. I've reached what I need to reach. No, it's constantly changing and constantly asking questions so that you can improve yourself as a teacher. And Rahn is able to help us out with that.
Because in the end, it's all about one thing, meeting the needs of every child.
Everything that we do needs to be because it's in the best interest of kids. And if I can do that, then I feel like I've done a good job.
Take the case of former student Michael Higgins, a student of Rahn's in grades K through 2. The payoff for the job she did came during his middle school years.
Several years later, I got a note through the district mail, and he sent me a copy of his 7th grade report card and a note, and it said, "Dear Mrs. Decker, I'm so happy. This is the first time I've ever gotten straight A's, and I wanted to tell you that I'm so glad that you believed in me. And that was amazing.
Stories like this are what have helped Rahn earn what is now her second Career Teacher of the Year award. And of course, a surprise visit from Superintendent Larry Perandi.
You have been selected as one of our Teachers of the Year. Congratulations. Thank you for all that you do. You have been such an instructional leader to our kinder program, and it's just a real joy to recognize somebody of your quality. And thank you so very, very much.
It's a tremendous honor, and it's very exciting to have those people show up in my classroom. It means a lot to be honored by the district and my fellow teachers.
For Principal Cuevas, it's all part of what she calls Rahn's legacy.
It is amazing how many people you could ask whether they have been touched by her eagerness to help us all succeed.
And whether the classroom is 60 years old or brand spanking new, all that matters to Rahn Decker are the smiling faces that light up that room.
They are the ultimate resource about how children learn. I learn by watching them, working with them, listening to them. They crack me up, and they are just so delightful. I love spending my days with them, and there is nothing else I would rather do.